After the shift show,
We're back.
Johnny and Frederick. We're talking about, you might be wondering what I'm doing. I'm about to check the email, see if we have any feedback. Go ahead, Johnny, you talk while I gotta log in.
All right, I'm just having some snacks. You go ahead.
Sure, yeah, snacks are important.
So,
But what we're talking about is that because we've started, we're a couple months in, we're just doing a quick review about what we posted.
a couple of months in and probably...
2 months.
Yeah, posting for a month.
Yeah, we're 1 month in.
So when we do post these, they're in never any particular order. We basically, even before we start posting them, I think we had about 15 done or so, and anywhere from 2 to 10, 15 minutes. Oh,
No, I'm just trying to remember the password.
Uh-oh. Just trying to log on to our secret password to see if we got any emails. Anybody wants to be on our show, they're knocking down the doors here. So basically, when we post this one, it'll be about a month.
There's a 2-step verification. Okay.
All right. No,
sorry,
go ahead. I'll keep going.
No, that's fine.
I'm
Keep
having
talking.
snacks. Yeah. And so we've got a little bit of feedback from some people, and, just saying, oh, it could be a little bit longer. It could be, when you're going to have a guest on, you're not crazy.
Okay. No emails.
Oh, my God. Where's the cricket? Nope, I can't hear that. Which one? Oh, there we go. Oh,
that's
sorry.
No, it's this one you want.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so no emails. That's not
fine.
That's not that shocking.
And it's been...
That's not that shocking.
So at this time, it's been 3 weeks since we went live on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. That's
so
fair.
at the end of the day,
Yeah, that's good.
that's not bad.
That's not
nothing
bad.
in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Better
fine.
than negative nothing.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. So then that's it. That's all we got.
So we did a first one there that we posted almost 700 views. It's just because it got posted a bit early.
Right, the
Got
test
an
one?
average of 100, I think, each one
something like
roughly.
that. Yeah, not
each
even.
One? Not
No,
even.
Not
Maybe
even 40, maybe.
40. But that's pretty good for a couple of yahoos here that don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
That it's out there.
Yeah.
And, it's just going to climb. I think people that have podcasts, that have a lot of followers and have made some cash off it, they've been doing it for quite a while or,
it takes
have
a very,
contacts.
Yeah, a very long time, and it's structured and it's organized. This is certainly
None of the above.
None of those
No
things.
structure, no
There's
organization.
Not organized, not structured.
We try to get together
Whenever.
once a week, twice, or every 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
we do a few of them.
Yeah,
We're
spoiler
very
alert.
busy people.
Yeah.
This isn't what we do. We're not piling money here. This is what we do. This is the whole crew you're looking at right here.
Yeah.
More so him. So I get how we started this would be probably a few months ago, 6 months ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I made
Yeah.
this gentleman laugh.
Yeah, I laughed a lot.
A
And I
lot.
was like, we should get more laughter into the world.
And I'm gonna-
then so,
and-
nope.
Yep.
Nope.
And the word was fluffer. So if you don't know what that word means,
posting
it's not going to offend you.
I'm not going to post
If
this.
you don't know what the word means,
This will
if
not
you
be
know
being
what the word
posted.
means,
Might as well stop now.
if you know what that
we're done.
word meant,
You want to
I'm
restart?
not going to stay.
Well,
if
why
you
would you
know
even
what
bring that
that
up?
word meant,
I didn't know what it meant,
then it would
and then
be
you
funny.
were explaining it,
But
and that's why it was
but
funny.
I'm not explaining
We're not
it
going to
today.
be posting this.
I am not going to explain today what the word fluffer means.
I could
Maybe
just
down the road, But
No.
today I just threw the word out. He didn't know.
No.
And I explained to him, I thought he was going to have an aneurysm. He was laughing so hard.
Yeah, I laughed a lot. Maybe
Yes.
because for whatever reason it was funny that day. Maybe it was like there wasn't a lot of sunshine. I
Wasn't
don't
a
know
lot
what was
going on,
on.
and-
it was just funny,
and
and
we-
I didn't know what you were talking about.
And we both need laughter.
And it was laughter is definitely something that we need.
Yeah. And he hasn't laughed in a while, and all of a sudden,
Well, I laugh all the time,
but not
I just,
to that extent.
it's very
It's
difficult
like
for other people
you
to get
probably
me to laugh.
watched one
I
of
laugh
our
myself.
past podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where at the end
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was laughing, and
That was pretty
I
funny.
don't laugh like that.
Yeah.
And if I can do that, and he can do that,
Yeah.
this is
Frederick.
for us. We did this podcast
Yeah.
for us to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if people can listen to it and laugh and say, you know what, great, maybe they're having a bad day, a bad year, or you're having a great, life is perfect, but this is going to make you laugh. There's so many podcasts out there, like we were talking about, that people could go to.
Oh yeah, there's like a lot. Like
Like-
there's a really strong argument that maybe
Yeah.
is, but this is just because there's not a lot talking about the service industry
Yeah.
that we know about.
Yeah. And the ones that
So we were
are,
just
I
talking
think
about that.
they're all scripted, and you know what I mean, and they're done really well.
Yeah.
But obviously, a lot of money put into each one.
Could be.
These other than Frederick buying all the equipment for this,
Yeah.
and me getting some T-shirts done. That's the most.
Yeah.
I spent just as much on T-shirts as he did on everything here. No,
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, they're about $6,000 in T-shirts. No, but we just wanted to just do something because he thought it was funny. I just, because I have no filter.
I think, pardon me for interrupting, Johnny. I think there's a lot of people that do exactly what we're doing.
Yes.
It's like, oh, we should start a podcast.
yeah.
And then it was just that one conversation that made you laugh or you thought about it.
Absolutely.
And because it's easy and it's not that hard.
No, because I have no filter, but when I say something, I make sure, when I'm in a, doing whatever,
Yes.
if I'm with just friends and everything, I got no filter and it's funny. It just comes out.
Absolutely.
But I control that filter. I have that filter when I need to.
Yes.
But when I don't, I say shit that, that's probably not, proper, but it's funny and it just comes out. And if it makes people laugh, I don't think about it before I say it.
Yes.
Something just comes out, and if somebody laughs, I look at them and it can make me laugh.
Right.
I say it just for the sake of saying it.
Yeah, laughter certainly is contagious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I even watched that podcast that I was laughing at the end. Every time I watch it,
Yeah.
I laugh again.
Yeah.
And then someone else had watched it, and she watched it 4 or 5 times. She said, and every time she just starts laughing.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So
Yeah,
this
that's a good
whole
time.
thing to get going, I know we've been talking 6 minutes on that, and we checked to see if we had any emails.
Yeah, there's zero just to make sure.
If
just
you're
to
wondering,
confirm.
so just to let you know, you can be the first to send out an email.
No.
What's the email address, sir?
It's on the
I don't know.
well, where's the cards?
Yes.
where's the stack of cards?
They're right over there. They're
It's
on that
after
table.
the shift. SIS
at
@gmail.com.
gmail.com. So if you're wondering, you weren't
Well,
sure
it's
where
posted.
it was.
It's on the. It's on the.
Maybe they didn't see it. They got all excited watching the podcast.
Yeah.
So now, just in case, it's out there. So,
Okay.
So,
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking all over
Yeah.
each other. You got the snacks.
yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to post this one. We're going to have to try and watch this. But that's the other thing. Like when we do a couple clips and we try. Yeah. Here we go with the crunching. And then we sometimes we check them and sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
Right.
But,
So
and when we watch them afterwards, I find when I watch them afterwards, it's like I don't remember saying half that stuff because we don't script this.
that's true.
Whatever comes out,
But
comes
a
out.
little bit of scripting might be helpful. Perhaps.
Before we do them, we talk about what are we going to talk about.
Yeah, we
But
just
that's
try and
it.
hit those.
We don't
some
want to
talking
make it
points.
so structured and just so. We would just want to have fun, and we're talking back and forth a
Yeah.
couple of guys.
Yeah, but a little bit of structure I think might be
Yes.
beneficial.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
But we don't want to have too much structure that it,
Like makes it.
it makes it restricted. I don't
like-
want to think, okay, what do I say next? Should I say that? No.
right.
But there's some stuff that I can't say yet.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe somewhere down the road when we're quite famous.
Yeah.
you know?
I'm not.
Not anytime soon. Eh?
Well, I'm not really doing it for fame.
No.
just-
I am.
Okay.
I'm doing it for fun. It makes me laugh. It makes.
Well, this on
like I
that
said,
note,
it's
let me
great.
just interrupt there. So, if you want to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That's my
How
understanding.
many subscribers we have right now?
44,
Yeah, that's just shy of it.
40,
So-
so 4.4%, whatever.
When you're
But
on
I'm s-
there watching, well,
No,
one of
yes,
the videos,
go
has
ahead.
over almost 700 views. So all
Okay.
those people get on there
No.
and subscribe.
No, we
if
can't
you'd
ask
like.
people. Okay, now
If
we
you
can't
like.
post this.
If
Now
you
we
like.
can't post this at all.
Why can't we post it? I said,
Because-
if you like.
Yeah, if you like. But anybody who's watching this
Yeah.
already knows how to subscribe
Yes.
and how YouTube works. They don't need
To
people
be honest,
asking to subscribe.
I did not know, and I'm not too computer. I don't really go to that. I thought
You're
if
not
you
savvy.
subscribe to something, you
Yes.
had to pay.
Well, sometimes you do,
Yeah,
but no.
and I didn't know that.
Right.
And that was an honest thing. I thought, why when we first posted it,
Yes.
and I'm thinking, why would people subscribe if they got to pay it because it's on YouTube?
Right.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to say that, I'm pleading ignorant.
Yep.
So you're thinking about it too much. That's the thing. You think about too much.
I'm not thinking about it
Yeah.
too much. I'm just.
But when people are watching this, they're not going to say, "Oh, they told me to subscribe." No.
Yeah, they will.
Never said that. Well,
Yeah.
if they did, then
Well,
you're analyzing
when you're
too much.
when you're watching stuff, doesn't that bother you when people say it
Yeah.
just cuts into
But
the
I'm not
time?
saying, "I'll buy these two." We're putting the T-shirts on. We're just
No,
saying,
no, no.
yes,
But I'm saying
yes,
that when you're watching something,
Yes.
you're watching it
Yep.
for a reason,
Yes.
and you know why you're watching
Yep.
it. You don't need somebody. Well, it might be helpful at the beginning
Yes.
if they're like, if you want to continue watching,
Yes.
this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This, and this. Keep watching.
But when I posted the first one, or when we did the first one,
Yes.
that wasn't even posted. These were supposed to be behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, that's
Right?
behind the
Those
scenes
4 or
stuff.
5 were just because we didn't know which one was going to be the
Oh,
first. We
right.
were just trying it. That very first one that I'm all dressed up like I'm ready to go to church or something.
Yes.
That was just us just having some banter, and that was our very first one.
Yeah.
And that's the one I went with Rogue with and had
Right.
almost 700 views. So there was no talk of YouTube yet. That wasn't even going to be on. That wasn't supposed to be behind the scenes that we were going to release later.
That was going to be like later
Yes.
behind the scenes.
So this was that was just a fun one that I, like I said, went crazy on that. But
the thing is, where we going is that we just kept doing test ones.
Yes,
and that's why
tests.
you'll notice, like, when we're certainly not posting them in order.
No.
Right.
And
So it's just
then-
like, oh, we'll do that one and that one.
So when you see one, we're trying to, like, every Thursday we post them, Thursday at 5 roughly.
Typically
You
now
can
we
set it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
didn't know
There's
that.
a way to set
it.
so you can schedule
So
it when it releases.
we're trying to release an older one and a
Yeah,
newer one, but
well,
we
that's-
just forget which ones we've done.
Yeah, that's why I thought it would be a good idea to number them.
Yes.
Or maybe we could start numbering them now.
So if you see some of them pop up and there's no T-shirts behind and
Yes.
it's just this, then you know it's probably one of the older ones.
Right.
You know.
Or the day.
or the
I think
day.
it'll say the day that it's posted. I'm pretty sure. I'm not
yeah?
entirely sure, but it could be.
It'll show that the day we made it.
Not the day we made
Yeah.
it, the day we posted it.
Yes, but you can't tell. Was this one of the very first ones we did, or is this one that we did last week?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you just numbered it, it'd be easier
Yeah.
rather than people having to look and be like, okay, this
Yeah.
was posted on this date and this was posted
I
on
just
this
think
date.
as we do more, we're
day's-
getting better at it.
Yeah.
Because we did when we started, we do one at a time, and we thought we were, the
Yeah.
new
It was sometimes we were grasping
painful.
at straws. Where do you think that saying comes from?
grasping at straws.
Yeah. I'm not sure where it comes from, but what I was saying, you want to go to the dictionary?
I don't know. I don't think they'd have that phrase.
They wouldn't
though.
have the phrase.
What about
they
on
would
the
have
Google?
the separate words.
What about on the Google?
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah,
just
we
gonna
don't
start
need to go
Googling stuff.
No.
You know, I would
Grasping
be
at
happy.
straws means I think
It was just kind of like there's nothing
there.
going on.
You're just trying to. Yeah,
But why the straws?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That'd be interesting to know. See,
Yeah.
this is why I think it'd be a good idea for us to do research before we
Yeah.
talk.
But we didn't know we'd have that saying.
That's
grasping
also
at
true.
straws, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
you just
true.
threw that out.
What I was trying to get at is
Yeah.
like sometimes when you try and force a conversation,
Absolutely.
it's not as good as just
and
talking.
we've done them. We've done a few like that, and we've stopped.
Yeah,
So-
100%. But the frustrating part for me is that sometimes when we stop, that's when the good
Yeah,
stuff.
we
and
talk
that's when
stuff
the
behind the
laughter,
scenes and we got
that's
going, and then
funny.
we say
and
we
then we're
should
like,
have
oh, we
recorded
should
that.
record that.
Yeah,
But
but we can't have us. You can't follow us around 24 hours a day videotaping us.
that's also true. That
Yet.
there's a lot more technical stuff
Yeah.
that would have to happen there with like a harness.
Pardon?
Yeah, you just harness like with like GoPros or something. You know what I'm talking about?
I just heard harness, and that's sort of kind of.
Yeah, well, like we're not talking about horses. I'm
Okay.
talking about like if you put a harness with a video camera here.
Oh, I
or
see. Yeah,
here,
yeah.
And then you walk
Yeah.
around
Oh,
with it.
okay. That's
That's what you're talking
yeah,
about,
that's-
following us around.
yeah.
I don't think
No,
that's a good idea
Nobody's interested in that.
at right now.
No, right now.
Yeah,
But who knows? All these podcasts are out now,
Yeah.
and people that aren't, the famous ones, and they've been successful. They started out with probably not much. I'm thinking.
yeah, for sure.
You
But
know?
the thing is that they talk about niches
Yeah.
or like very specific things. So like people that are posting things that are helpful. I don't know what I've got distracted by the unnecessary drinking by the microphone and the crunching.
Go on.
Yeah, go ahead, crunch.
Keep going.
You crunch as much as you like. What I'm trying to say is that it's either entertainment or it's educational.
Yeah.
So I thought that we could kind of do a blend of both.
But it's funny.
But so that's the entertainment side, but it could be educational for people that are curious about the service
So
industry.
once we have the banter back and forth,
Yes.
things are said that are just out there. That's what makes it funny. If we just go, that's when we're two different people.
That's true.
But when I say something,
Yes.
that makes them chuckle a bit, or
Yeah.
I just said, or makes me say something. I thought that was funny. I'm not going to laugh at my own jokes. I don't think.
Yeah.
I do afterwards in privacy in my own home.
That's fine.
So there's just no, every time we do these, not every time, sometimes, Frederick will say, nope, I can't post it. And I say, it's fine. I always do that.
Like this one.
like this
I'm
one.
on the fence about posting this one. Probably not going to
We've been
post
going
it.
for 13 minutes. It's
14
amazing.
minutes. Yeah.
14 minutes.
You think
and
it's really, really great stuff?
I think it's good. I think it's just us. It's genuine. It's nothing, like I said, whatever we talk, it's just us. There's no scripted before we're getting together. We have busy lives and trying to get together and do a few podcasts every time I get together.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're going to talk about. We talk behind the scenes a bit of what we're going to do.
Yes.
But, like today, we kind of we're talking about when we started and how we started. And
Yeah,
we're
like-
still going. We've probably done, 25 podcasts?
I have no idea.
Somewhere in that
That's
window.
what I'm saying. We got a number of them.
And we've posted 11, I think, so far.
A little bit of structure.
You know, sometimes we won't be able to get together for 2 or 3 weeks because we're
True.
busy.
Yes.
So if we can do a few and post 2 every week, at least we can be a little bit ahead.
Right. Right.
So we're not scrambling going, we
but-
got to get one. We don't want to
but-
get them because if we have to.
Yeah, that's right. And so on that note, that's for the consistency portion of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
You don't want to
Because-
miss 1 week and
Well, you can. It's not the end of the world.
No.
Like, to be completely honest, like
Yeah. I don't-
I imagine a lot of people that start posting this stuff think that more people care than
yeah.
actually
And I
do.
think they may, if they don't get enough feedback and stuff, they may just filter off and then not do it anymore.
Yeah.
Not give themselves the chance, right? You know,
Yeah.
you have to, this isn't going to happen overnight. This could take 6
But
months, a year,
when
2
you say
years.
this, like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about income? Like
No,
making
no,
this?
there's just this podcast. I think it's great for both of us.
Yeah.
To get this, I just can't wait every time we get together to see this beautiful man. You know? Okay.
Sure.
I just
Thank
got a
you.
drop of water on my face here.
That's fine. Well, that's just the venue, which, by
Yes.
the way, is pretty awesome.
But it's great that when we get this together, I get so excited that just doing the podcast and just be able to talk because in our lives, you
Yes.
know, we're busy.
Yeah.
This is just kind of some talk, couple of friends talking back and forth, and
Yeah. Do you think? Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
That it has anything to do that we're not on our phones?
yes,
I think that's what.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes, well, can
Yeah.
you remember when do you have a conversation now and it's not interrupted
not.
by electronics?
Yep. It's not. Nobody has their phone on. I know we always go back and forth with phones, and we
We talked about
we
did-
talk about this, and we have a lot of
What just use your words. Keep talking. Can't have dead air. Dead air.
people on their phones all the time, and
What are you talking
I
about, distraction?
understand distraction. I understand that this is the time and the day. It's everybody has their phone. It's
Yes.
like the right hand. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
It is an addiction.
Yeah, but it's a valuable tool as
Yes,
well. But what I'm saying is that
people do not. I'd say 98%, not
Okay.
98, 95 people that we see or we work with. It depends what you're doing for a job,
yes.
right? I think in the like if you're not having a job like working in a factory, you shouldn't have it. But
Right.
if
What
you're doing
you're
a job
saying, if
that you
it's a safety concern, you're saying.
if you're doing a job where you can have time to get on your phone and it's not, it's not going to interfere in your job.
Yes.
And that's when everybody's on it because they cannot not be on it.
Right. But what you're saying is that so there's some jobs where if
Yes.
you're on your phone, it's a safety
If,
concern.
if you go
Some-
to any place and they say, okay, phones are allowed, whenever you want, whatever job you're doing, if
Yes.
they say 100 people, phones are allowed, 98 of those 100 will be on their phones,
Right.
but still doing their job,
Yes.
but on their phones.
Yeah.
If you said, yeah, I could be on your phone or not, do you think nobody's going to not be on their phone? Everybody's on their phone
Right.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, and just to bring it back to what we were talking about, I was wondering if do you think that you get excited? Is it because there's no
Yes.
outsourced
Yeah,
distraction?
my phone is on silent always. When I'm off work or whatever, or at work, I don't want it going off.
Right.
I can answer that text, that call. I can't. There's nothing going on in my life, my personal life that
Yes.
I'm not going to get a phone call saying this is going on.
Yeah, right. And then we touched on this when we did talk about the phone specifically
But if
at
you-
work.
and
right?
if you're at your job,
Yes.
whatever job it is, and you can have your phones with you, everything. If there's something severe going on, they can call your work.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right. That's, so
say-
that's a really good thing to set up,
if
right?
if your mom, if somebody, your significant other calls work, your
Yeah.
work, they know because normally you
would be-
converse through a cell phone.
Yeah.
But if they got to get a hold of you, the number one place is call your work. You don't think you're going to stop whatever you're doing, whether you're on the line at a factory, no matter what job you're doing, unless you're in the middle of doing your job and you can't, and they can't get a hold of you. Say you're working off the grid or so,
yeah,
something.
or you're in
yeah.
the middle of surgery
Yeah.
as a surgeon.
Yeah.
Dentist.
Yeah, your wife's on the phone, like pick up
Yeah,
bread.
That's probably not the...
But the only time somebody's going to call you at work, pretty sure, is if it's a pretty serious
yeah, major
thing.
life event.
Yeah.
Major life event. We talked about
Yeah.
that, whether it's birth or something. It's
Yeah.
emergency
Yeah.
situation, right? But what we're getting at is that I've lost track now.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Phones.
It's just people just on their phones again. We've talked about phones before, and it gets us, both of us. It just gets us going and upset that when you do your job, or
Right.
I'm saying you, but people
Yes.
do their job 100%, and you see everybody else, not everybody, but a lot of people just on their phones, and they're
But
doing the
there's a-
exact same job.
Right. So what you're saying is that, again, we touched on this with the phone episode, but there's this really strong argument that it's a really powerful tool,
Yes.
and that some people need. I guess there's two separate thoughts there. That's a tool that can help you do your
Yes.
job, and there's people that need it to be able to do their job.
If you're on the stock market and you got all this, but if you're doing a job,
That you don't need a phone.
more than likely, if you ask that person in the last year, how many times did you use that phone for your job?
Right.
Maybe they'll check their schedule.
Oh, so you're saying is that, well, a good indication of this if you're provided a phone, I guess, eh? Like if you have a job where you
I
get
can
your
see,
phone.
it's so cold in here. I can see
What, the breath?
breath coming from you.
I can't see
I
it.
can see it.
You can see it? Oh, yeah, you said it's just in the light. I wonder if it picks it up on camera.
Yeah, we don't have heaters all over the crew. We told the crew
Look,
to
we've
get
been
them.
talking for 20 minutes.
I know, it's beautiful, but it wasn't. We've been talking about life and stuff. It's not.
Yeah, but what we
and we're
started-
not doing this because someone said make them longer. This was not this purpose, and it never is.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying we initially started this to talk about a review of how things are going,
Yes.
right? We were just going to talk
Yeah.
about how it started,
Yeah.
what we because I
Yeah.
think that would be something that people are
Because that's
interested
how it
in.
started.
People
I
might
said
be wondering
something
about the
funny.
microphone. Yeah, that you just said something funny.
And that's what got the
And that
gentleman
just kinda
going.
got the ball
and,
rolling.
And the word podcast was going all around because I think
And then-
what's going on in life right now, podcast came popular, really big in the last year or so, right?
More so, yeah,
a
I think
couple
it's-
years, maybe.
Yeah, maybe in the last. Would I go decade? Probably that's
Yeah.
too long.
I started watching them probably last year and a half.
Okay.
More so myself.
Right.
I never really did. Now I find, and it's not just one podcast. It's different ones for different,
Yes.
some are for restaurants, and there's people that do great, they reenactment sort of what happens in restaurants. It's
Yeah,
funny,
that's
but you
kinda
can
neat.
tell it was scripted, it's set up, but it's funny.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
what you're saying is
Yeah.
maybe it would be beneficial to script a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the scripting, if you're having more cameras and one looking at me and one looking at Frederick, that's money. That's money. That's somebody else that has to do it. If him and I are here,
Right.
who's videoing out there? There's
Like
nobody.
a tripod.
Can have a remote. Go to you, go to me, you know?
Yeah, you probably.
You know?
Sure. All kinds of technology
Yeah.
exists. I
And the
don't even-
technology equals money,
Yeah.
right? That's, you spend a small fortune on everything to get
That
this
was-
going.
Yeah. That's
You know?
something that people would probably be curious about. We could probably break that down.
It wasn't that we talked about, let's do a podcast. You go out and spend all your money on it.
Oh no, because
No.
I was generally curious about the space, right? And
Before
how
this
it could
even
work.
started.
Yeah.
And then
I was just like, well, what would it like? Because it's something that I have been curious about, and I wondered what it would take to do it or to post it, and how you
yeah,
even
and
go about it.
And you
just
chatted
do
with me
reach it.
here and there and different times
And I was
saying,
like,
okay, I
all
got
right.
some stuff in, I got some
Yeah.
microphones, and then all of a sudden,
Doing
okay, I got
research.
everything. When are we going to do the first one?
Yeah, that's
pardon?
pretty. And then because I already had some of this stuff.
Yeah. So I never intended, so to speak, from the get-go to think, okay, I can't wait to get all his equipment. I thought he was just messing with me here, you know?
No.
Then he got it all because I think this gentleman goes all the way when his mind's in. But then
Yeah.
as soon as I got the podcast bites, maybe, once I did the first one, I felt so, and I said this on another podcast, so alive. It just gave me a spark. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it doesn't. But this talk and this banter back and forth, it just lets me be me.
Yeah.
I'm not, tightened in on a job or whatever. This is just for fun.
Yeah.
And there's nobody saying what to say. We're not getting paid for this. We're just doing it for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Yeah. For the
Look
best
up
part.
shits and giggles.
That's not. I bet giggle might be it.
Yeah.
You know, I like going to the
Yes.
dictionary. I'm
Yeah.
happy to go to the dictionary.
You want to go to the dictionary? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I could talk about stuff all day.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just
Anyway.
going to look up giggles.
Okay, he's looking at
1965. I don't think there's going to
giggles.
be giggles, but you need to talk
What
while I
about
look
shit?
up.
Will shit be up there?
Yeah, I'll check.
Check what
I'll
shit
check.
says.
Sure, I'll check for you. I just don't like the need for. No, you can't be crunching. You got to talk.
Oh, okay. So anyway, my snack here. Wait, warm beverage. Look at that. He's fucking his bicep is bulging here, lifting that thing. What is this? Got to be 20 pounds? That thing?
SE.
So like I said,
Still
this,
SE. SH.
like once again, this isn't scripted. We had no idea. We just know that.
Shift. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Part of the
Shit
show.
or
No,
shift?
shift.
Oh,
Remember after the shift?
yes.
What's
yes.
his name?
What does shift say? Since you're there.
A means or plan of conduct, especially one followed in an emergency or difficult, an expedient or stratagem. A lot of old 1965 words in here.
Yeah. So
Shirt.
goes to show you how things change over the decades. You know?
Shiver. Yes. Yeah. But you. Oh, there it is. Shittim wood.
No, just take the
The
wood
wood
off. And,
of the shitta, from which
Hey,
the boards alter.
I'm a shitta.
I didn't.
There's got to be shit there.
There's a shitta tree.
That's called an outhouse.
No, it's like it's like acacia apparently. Schist.
Schist.
So I don't think shit is in here.
That's another fairy tale word. Schist.
There's shitta. Yeah. Yeah, all day on that one.
All
It
right,
just
yeah.
goes shirt. Shit's not in the dictionary.
Well, I'll be damned. I wonder if you actually pull the dictionary, not the Google now. I think they still make dictionaries now, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Probably don't only sell about 2 a year. But I wonder if
Schist?
that word is in now.
Shite
I think people
poke?
went for a shit back in the 60s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but you got to be talking way more because I get distracted by the dictionary.
Don't you worry. Don't go on. I'm
But what were
going.
we looking up? There was another word that
oh,
giggles.
Shits and giggles.
I don't.
Giggles
might-
is going to be.
Well, shit's not in the dictionary.
Maybe they couldn't put those kind of words back there in the dictionary. They would offend somebody. Even
Yeah, it
back
could
then.
be. Well, we already posted 2 about dictionaries,
Yeah.
so we're really milking the
Yeah,
dictionary
well,
thing.
like I said, this thing is it's a gold mine right there.
I'm happy to pivot.
Yes.
And just read out of the dictionary.
Yes. Yeah. No problem.
We're supposed to be talking about the service industry.
Like if we got paid per minute
Yeah.
to be on here,
Sure.
we'd be getting rich this morning.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think most people, when they get to a certain level,
Yeah, there's
Of,
no way.
of
It's been
wealth.
26 minutes. There's no way you're still watching this.
yeah, but there's
You know,
a very small.
Very
chance.
small. You know,
I don't. Well, like, yeah, we could probably look at. There's.
maybe friends and
GI.
family. That might be
I
it.
don't even know.
No, even
Somebody
that,
would
eh?
have forgot it.
Yeah.
If somebody
What
forgot
are you guys
it
talking
on-
about? You started this. You started that.
Yeah, giggles in there.
Giggle. What's giggle? Laughter or something?
Yeah, it's a kind of laugh with rapid, high-pitched sounds, suggestive of foolishness, nervousness, etc. A titter,
Shits and giggles.
giggler, one who giggles or titters. I guess titter is.
See, they put the word tit in there though.
No, it's titter.
Oh,
Like, I guess giggle and titter are the same kind of word, which I didn't know that.
isn't that a comedy team?
What's that?
Giggles and titter.
No.
I just made that up right now. I'm just trying to go along with him right now.
We could probably wrap this one up right now.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you want
getting-
to, or we
yeah,
want to just
yeah,
keep dragging it out?
Drag it on. I don't
feel-
care. Let's
but
go. We got
we're
27
at-
minutes.
No,
like
we're
not
We
watching
can't.
it.
Yep. This is
It's a goodie.
may or may not be posted.
This will be posted.
We'll talk about
I
that later.
kind of went back and kind of pulled it back. And like I said, when we started
Yeah.
this, no idea where it was going. We did that first one.
Yeah,
and
but-
no idea. We knew what we were doing,
Why?
but we had no, like right now we get together. Depending on our time frame we have,
Yeah.
we can do 4 or 5 now. Like we only did 1.
yeah.
You know, we're getting better together.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's going to take a while, I
Yeah.
think, before we actually figure out what. I think we need the structure. I think we got to get the
Yeah.
easel.
Yeah. Well, the easel will definitely be out.
Okay.
Hold on. Easel. Give me the little.
What do you mean? Oh, that was too loud. That was loud.
You know the one that when we did last time, easel was kind of fairy tale. Yes. Easel.
All right. And
Okay. We'll see you next time.
Oh no.